Over the years, I've talked about the internal harmony of a singing bowl, how you should listen to the fundamental tone and the harmonic overtones and how they interact. And that's how a singing bowl is tuned. When a bowl sounds nice, it's because the relationship between the fundamental tone, the mid, and the high harmonic tones all sound nice together. Now, when you put together multiple bowls, you are layering on multiple harmonics. And how all of those sounds interact creates different sonic effects. This is actually from my own set. So today I'm looking through some of the really nice, super thick, smaller bowls and just making sure there's not something that fits in with my set before I start listing them on the website for sale. And it's a good example of what makes a set in tune or not. So let's listen to some of these variations and you can hear. So here's my set. If I throw in any of these bowls here, you can hear this one is similar, and you can hear how the sonic effect that creates with two bowls that have a similar tone together but not exactly the same. Right? They're a little too close and it sounds out of tune. The sound bounces back and forth between them in such a way that's not as smooth as if I throw that one in again. It makes sort of a microtonal scale. Sounds interesting, but it's not as easy on your ears. So that one's a no. Here's another. That one's very similar to this bowl up here. But it's the same thing that it doesn't quite fit in, and it creates that kind of dissonant quality. There's another one. Now that's an interesting sound effect. But I can't say that I like it. Right? If I play these bowls, but now listen if I add that other one. Sort of works, but it's a little much and creates almost like an excessive amount of vibration. You might even think that this is an excessive amount of vibration. You may like it more like. So what it comes down to is the amount of space between the notes. Let's try another one. That really sounds cosmic. not as pleasant. Or if I switch them like this, changes the scale, makes it a little darker sounding. But I like mine better. Sounds a little happier. So that's part of it too, that it comes down to your preference. So when you're combining bowls, let's leave mine out of it now. And let's say we were looking to make a set out of these others. Now those are really nice together. They're not exactly the same kind of bowl, but starts to sound kind of spacey again with that third one added in. How about that one instead? That starts to get a little bit more harmonious and sweet sounding. There's something about these two that really fit together. The upper harmonics are almost exactly the same, but there's still that little, you can hear the frequencies fighting a tiny bit. So you can get very nuanced with it if you want. Now there's an example of something that sounds just plain kind of out of tune. I'll hear a lot of sets like that. I'll hear people make a lot of sets like that. You change it up, it sounds better. Isn't that amazing? Now it sounds less out of tune. But I don't like those together. I do like that one. That's beautiful. That's a little strong. So you can do this process on the website, singingbowlmuseum.com. Listen to each bowl, listen with headphones, because if you do it with your phone speakers, even this, I hope you're listening with headphones or good speakers, because if you listen just with phone or computer speakers, you're not getting all the frequencies. Watch your volume, of course. When you put a lot of them together on the website, it may start to get distorted when you get several going at once. So you turn down the volume on each one and adjust accordingly to what sounds good, because also the volume of the bowls you may need to adjust. And just listen to a bunch until you hear a sound that you like. And when it starts to hang together really nicely, you hear that kind of beautiful shimmer, that angelic chorus that happens. These are very high-pitched bowls, so if you see some of my other videos about sets, I'm looking at large bowls and medium bowls and all different sizes and combining them in different ways. And you can do that too. It's a good combination is to start with a large bowl and then add medium and small bowls to your liking, as many as you want. You can do one large, one medium, one small. A lot of people do one large, three medium, three small. One large bowl at least is nice, because they really provide a lot more vibration and a big sound that fills the room. And then some people like me, end up with 15 large bowls, and and dozens of medium and small bowls. So they can be as small or large as you like, as I've said in other videos and articles, and will be in my next book. I mention it in the context of Japan in my first book, but now we see with this collection how many pairs I've found, that traditionally the singing bowls have been used in pairs, and so even two together gives you a wonderful, rich experience. Three or more is where you start to get that kind of shimmer and real choral quality. Ooh, that was out of tune. There you go. That's another good example here. Not as nice. So go for that nice internal harmony with as many bowls as you like, or just with one bowl. It starts with the one because you get the low tone, the mid tone, and the high tone. And my expertise has always been really choosing the bowls that have the most beautiful internal harmony, as well as all my knowledge about the antique qualities. Um, the sound is just the best when all of those tones harmonize nicely together. And that's something you can hear. It's less about the tuning and more about the natural internal harmony.